The college I live in here in Italy is quite unique. It accepts students from elementary school all the way up to high school. I'm 14 years old and live in the dorms. The college building itself seems to be divided into at least 4 sections in my mind, but only 2 of them are accessible. You know, I've always had this strong urge to explore, and I'm really fascinated by paranormal and horror stories. Now, this is where things get interesting. My friend Orlando, who's a small-time YouTuber, and I'm his cameraman, and I decided to explore the closest abandoned part of the college. The first night we went, it was pretty uneventful. We explored a bit, but many of the doors were locked, so we couldn't venture too far. However, as we were leaving, we ran into other people who had the same idea as us. Incredibly, they had a way to open the blocked doors. Suddenly, a massive and seemingly endless new area opened up before us, a part of the college I had never seen before. That night, we returned to our dorms and went to sleep. The following night, our curiosity got the better of us, and we wanted to explore that mysterious area again. We headed in that direction and found a semi-closed room that we managed to force open. As the cameraman, I went in first, and it was pitch black. I immediately asked Orlando for a flashlight since my camera couldn't see anything, and neither could we. He handed me the flashlight, and when I turned it on, the room was a mess. Pieces of the wall were on the ground, there was a very strange smell, and the walls were covered in graffiti. The second I pointed my flashlight towards a wall that seemed to lead to a long gallery, I didn't even get a good look at it. We heard a massive roar that didn't sound like any animal at all. We felt the rocks beneath our feet move, and something was running towards us. We sprinted out of the room, ran down the stairs. I was still recording, and we heard what sounded like 50 or more people laughing or screaming all at once. It was terrifying. About 5 minutes after we got out of the abandoned section, the fire alarm in that area started going off, and it kept ringing, like 10 times. If it was a malfunction, it would have stopped after 2 or 3 times at most. It was clear that something or someone was touching and clicking the fire alarm on the other side. There was no one else there except the 2 of us, so it wasn't the other students living in the college. What's even stranger is that later, the night guards from the male section saw black smoke coming from the abandoned side, but it wasn't the kind of smoke you'd get from cigarettes or anything like that. That was last night. I really need some advice and someone to help me figure out what's going on because I have a strong feeling that something big is about to happen. I often ask myself why that side of the college is abandoned, but every time I ask the authorities, they change their story and lie. I don't know what to do, and I need help understanding what's happening. If any of you see my post, please answer, I'm not kidding. And if that side has something horrible going on, I can't even imagine what the other side, the one completely left apart that no one even dares to talk about, could be like. The friend who sent in this story, your experience sounds truly disturbing. A college that houses both elementary and high school students is already quite unusual, let alone having abandoned sections and the strange occurrences you encountered during your exploration. That unidentifiable roar, the sudden appearance of other people, and the subsequent continuous fire alarm and unexplained black smoke all point to a very unusual and potentially very dangerous situation. The evasiveness of the school authorities only amplifies this sense of unease. As for what you should do now, my advice is, first and foremost, prioritize your and Orlando's safety. Avoid entering that abandoned area again, especially now that things are becoming increasingly. Secondly, try to gather more information. You could try talking to other students privately to see if anyone knows more about that abandoned section. Perhaps someone else has had similar experiences or heard rumors. Also, keep the recordings you made safe, as they could be important evidence in uncovering the truth. Most importantly, if the situation becomes more dangerous or you, be sure to seek help from adults, such as your guardians or trusted teachers. Remember, safety always comes first. As for that other completely abandoned side that no one dares to talk about, it seems that exploring it rashly could right now. We will continue to follow the progress of this story, and if there are any new clues or developments, please feel free to tell us. Viewers, have you ever encountered similar, spine-chilling experiences? Feel free to share them in the comments section.